Well, Thrive is a co-curricular program created out of the Department of First Year Programs and the Center for Student Leadership, specifically for Hope Scholars, to ensure that they have both a really solid academic grounding in their first semester of college, but also that they have an opportunity to develop their leadership skills and to connect to campus during their first semester.
When I received the invitation to join, it made it sound like this is a place for you to belong. And you know, most people separate from their friends in high school, so you lose touch with the group that you belong to at that point in your life, and you need a place to belong. You want that place when you come into college. So I didn't know anyone, you know, that I came into Thrive with, but having most of the same classes with them, especially the first year seminar, it gave me that opportunity to kind of build like a small family for myself, and that's what it ended up feeling like. I was around the same people all the time. You know, we supported each other, and we had to work on a lot of the same assignments, so we also held each other accountable.
How just everyone just radiated a very positive aura off of them. I knew this is where I belong, this is where I'm going to start. It was the first time I met Dee.
It's impossible not to love her.
Exactly.
Yes.
Would you believe she had a twin? I didn't know that until like recently.
Yeah,
There's
does.
two of them walking around the
I still have, I live with a person that's from Thrive. I still live with Denzel.
Wow.
Oh wow.
4 years.
4 years.
4 years, 3 years, something crazy like that.
Study skills, all that I learned through Thrive exercises and workshops. What kind of personality I am, I learned that through Thrive, and that kind of,
Learner you are.
yeah, what kind of learner exactly, which helped me academically,
Yeah.
which helped motivate myself and keep pushing forward through all my classes. So stuff like that, and all that I learned in the first couple of years of Thrive, you know, I took with me even when it was done or over.
I really appreciated the KSU 1200 class because it didn't just talk about the importance of studying, but how to study and the different ways that you can study. One thing Dee used to say is, if I'm talking, you're writing. So, you know, some people will, she used to talk about the importance of writing, actually writing on a piece of paper instead of just typing things on the computer, how that really seals things in your mind. And it helped me to memorize the tons of information that I had to do. My first semester, I had a class where we had 100 questions on each test, and I had never had a test that long before, and I just said, how am I going to remember all this information? And the study methods that I learned in that class were the same ones that carried me through not just my freshman year, but all 4 years. I'm still using those study skills now, and they're way different than what I learned in high school. I could not have survived on those alone. So to have that extra push in college and to learn how to tailor your studying methods so that you can really succeed in your classes and get those A's, it helps a lot.
What I loved about Thrive and the first year seminar, what they teach you about your study habits and how to study and how to do time management. They give you all the tools to succeed. They give you what you need, but it's your responsibility to take it.
Thrive just was a support system. I'm graduating with a 3.9. Like, I would never got here without the faculty, and even like Judy, literally, she when I needed a recommendation for a scholarship, she was my go-to person, and she wrote a stellar one, and I ended up getting a full ride. So it's amazing what, like, not only the skills that you learn in the classes, but the connections that you make, because you never know where those can go I got my first internship through the CSL. I got my scholarship through Judy, which is part of the CSL, which she's a faculty member. So you just never know.
Well, for me, it has definitely helped me with my communication skills. When I got to college, I was a lot more shy and kept to myself, and Dee was not having that in class.
No.
There was no being shy, no hiding in the corner. So I learned how to express myself to other people. We had presentations in class, which helped me to be comfortable with speaking in front of people. And I went on to have 2 internships with General Electric. So I did one here in Atlanta with G Energy Management, and then they shipped me off to Pittsburgh the next summer.
Wow.
And now I have a full-time job with them waiting for me when I graduate. And I definitely credit some of that to Thrive, because some of the things that I learned from them, I would never have learned anywhere else. So I am so thankful to all the teachers that I had in Thrive who really believed in me and made me feel that I could do those things.
I feel like Thrive really started to empower me as a person, and identifying things like my strengths helped me to realize where I was supposed to be. And I originally came in as an English major, and I changed majors twice before I ended up here in communications, which is what I'm going to graduate with. I was a little nervous about doing that because I was so set on what I thought I wanted to do. And with the learning community and the different people that you meet, the different people that you talk to, it helps you start to expand. You expand your horizons and what you think you're capable of. So I'm very happy in communication, and I'm doing a minor in professional writing. It's just a lot about the environment that you find yourself in, and it really starts to change you as a person for the better. So I'm a lot more outspoken than I used to be. I'm not afraid to go after what I want. I'm not afraid to, end up exactly where I want to be. So it's a lot about empowerment. Thrive does a lot to help you with that transition, because college is totally different. It's a totally different world. And there are a lot of people that skated by in high school. They try to do the same thing in college, and they end up in a bad place. You can't do that here. It's all or nothing. So you really have to learn how to change your habits.
It just gave me the confidence to kind of succeed. I know I had faculty that I could go to that had my back. I know I had friends that I could go to that had my back if I was feeling down one day, down in the dumps, just not feeling like I could do things. And it really just gave me that confidence boost that I needed to just keep chugging on and moving, because this is one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life, and if you're not motivated to do it, you're not going to.
I think things would have been a lot different for me if I hadn't started with Thrive. I think it not only gave me a foundation academically, but like Ray was saying, the people meant everything. Kevin is one of my best friends. One of my other friends, Devin, that Ray had mentioned, he ended up having to leave, and he lives in North Carolina now, but he and I talk every single day. We have actually become very close, and I met him through Thrive. A support system is so important, especially if you live away from home. And, all of my family lives out of state. So Thrive really became my family when I joined it, and the friends that I made. I didn't feel like I needed to go home because I found one here. And that really made a big difference for me.
I don't even know what my whole freshman experience would have been like without Thrive. I kind of feel sorry for people that weren't a part of something, because it was just like, I came in like, I don't know what I'm doing, but the faculty was here, but they're still here, even with the new people that come and go, but
They still remember you.
yeah, I'm on a first name basis with pretty much everybody, so that's amazing. I can't say that to, even faculty in my major, honestly.
I think for me, I was so adamant about graduating in 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
And so Thrive helped me to do that. And it's becoming more and more uncommon to graduate in 4 years. And some people say, how did you do it? I don't understand. But when you have people that tell you exactly what to do, they teach you about prerequisites, they teach you about how many classes you need to take a semester. It's really no way that you can fail. All you have to do is be willing to accept the help, and that's exactly what helped me.
For me, I wake up every morning and tell myself, a CEO or an executive is not born overnight. They have to work, they have to struggle to get to the position that they are. And that really helps me to keep grinding, keep going, keep hitting the books every single day, keep hitting the job every single day to get to where I need to be.
I know that, Kevin and I, we were in the same first year seminar together with Dr. Sansvero. And something that we noticed was just after the first semester, but also after the first year, we started to miss a lot of people. There were a lot of people that we didn't see around anymore. And we ended up finding out that, that they had to leave for various reasons, but mostly academically. And going off of what Ray said, you have to have that internal drive. Because especially, if you're living out on your own like I am, you don't have anyone to tell you, okay, you need to get this done. So it's really up to you. You have to motivate yourself, and you have to be serious about making it through these 4 years because it's going to get hard.
I use Thrive just as a place to just go to, like, literally, the CSL, I'm always in there studying.
The Center for Student Leadership.
Yeah, the Center for Student Leadership. I'm always in there studying, and it was just a place for me to go to have that time where I could just sit down and focus, and I feel like that played such a huge part, especially my junior and my senior year. It was always there, and I could just always go to it. That, to me, that's the answer that I can, that automatically comes up in my head, as far as how I got through these last 4 years.
I think it's going to be a great milestone to touch base with everyone that we started with and to just reflect on what an amazing experience it's been.
We have all the faculty there that we started with. And I really feel like that's a huge testament to who the faculty is, because they're a big part of the reason that we made it this far, that we're here. So having these people that taught us in our freshman year, and now they're about to see us graduate, and that's not only good for us, but I think it's good for them. And it's good for the program.
I specifically remember Dee saying in my class, when you get your degree, we're going to dance on the table. I'll be holding her to that. So we're going to be dancing on some tables.
Yes.
We have a date for dancing on some tables.
Please do that.
My favorite memory was my first information session. And I say that because I just remember Dee. That's all I can remember, and she made me so excited. My parents are graduates from Georgia Tech, and they talk about how gruesome it is there, and my mom said, she came and shook your hand. I've never seen such before. Your professor really cares. And from there, I just ran with it, and that's where I connected with several students. Priority registration was great. It was just, I was really excited for the first time in a while about school, and so that was my favorite memory.
From the first summer retreat we had to the Sparkles night that we had second semester, from the trip to Los Angeles to our trip to DC, that was amazing too. All of those things are opportunities that I accessed through Thrive, and I think it's saying something that I can't just choose one memory. I have multiple ones that I can choose from that I'm grateful for.
I think my favorite one has to be me actually helping out with the Thrive Advance. I think it was either a year or two ago in the summer. Like that, I was so pumped for that. Like, we had like spirit juice like oozing from me.
I think my favorite memory was very recently when I petitioned to graduate. And it's something so kind of like small in the actual action of doing it. You're just going online and filling out a form and you click submit, but it's so symbolic of everything that you've done, the past 4 years, and all of the effort that you've put forth and all of the work that you've done.
But through Thrive, I have found the right circle of people that I need to be around. And also, when you get to college, you have so many options to join student organizations. But a lot of times, you have to give them something first. Whether it's a lot of money or a lot of your time, Thrive is here for you. They're not here to drain you. They're not here to take things out of you. They're just here to invest in you. And
We're here for you, right? Right? Fist bump?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
And I think that's really special. It's very valuable. You won't find that on this campus as abundantly as you find it here with Thrive. And I think that they should take advantage of that.
We're Thrive, we are for you, and it's forever, baby.
Right.
I love it.